What's up, people? Welcome back to Invest with T-Claus. My name is Teddy, and this channel is dedicated to my investment journey, along with coverage on crypto, Tesla, Neo, Virgin Galactic, and ChargePoint. Come for the information and stay for the perspective. So I hope everyone who celebrates it had a great Thanksgiving, and if you don't, well, at least I hope that you had a wonderful weekend. Today will be a quick one. It's been a couple of weeks since I talked about Neo, so it's time to check in. Looking at the weekly performance, the stock closed completely flat for a 0% gain. So for today, I'll go over some of the most recent and relevant news that caught my attention, then take a look at the latest analyst price targets, and I'll close with where I now stand on buying, holding, or selling. As always, this is not to be taken as financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is my personal approach to investing and the thought process behind it. I recommend watching all the way through so that you don't miss out on anything pertinent I'll be sharing. Drop the video an early like if you haven't already, and smash that subscribe button. Those are two easy ways to show your support to the channel and help it grow if you appreciate the content. All right, let's get into it. All right, so let's start with first things first. Neo announced earlier this week that it will hold its third quarter earnings call on Tuesday, December 5th. Last we spoke, rumors were swirling around Neo acquiring one or more of the JAC factories, so I suspect we'll possibly hear a bit more about that come earning time. In case you missed it, Neo did deliver 16,074 vehicles in October, which represents a 58.8% year-over-year increase, but also is a 2.77% month-over-month improvement, which is a nice step forward given sales had been struggling in the first half of the year. Now, perhaps the biggest news to touch on in this short episode is the announcement that Neo has signed a new partnership with Changan Automotive as its first partner to adopt and proliferate sharing the battery swap network. Now, a while back, Ford had announced that they too would partner with Neo in China to utilize battery swapping, but that has yet to materialize. Now, keep in mind that Changan and Neo used to be partners years before dissolving the agreement. But now that Neo is becoming a major player in the EV world, reigniting this partnership is a no-brainer. And so Zhu Hyarong, chairman of Changan, had to say this about the partnership, and I quote, "The two companies will continuously strengthen their cooperation in other platforms and fundamental areas, including energy, charging and swapping, vehicle development and ecosystem, so as to promote high-quality development of the industry and build a sound, shared, and mutually beneficial ecosystem," end of quote. So why does this matter? Well, after BYD and the FAW Volkswagen conglomerate, Changan has the third highest number of automotive sales in China year to date. And for that reason, this is a big deal no matter how you look at it. This comes at a perfect time when Neo is ramping up to introduce newer models through its ALPS sub-brand starting next year. They're essentially aiming to achieve a charging standard in China in the same way that Tesla has made the NACS the charging standard in the US. Now, taking a look at the analyst sentiment, nothing has materially changed just yet on the back of this news. I suspect that the earning call is when some of the re-rating will take place. The overall consensus remains bullish with a moderate buy made up of 10 ratings. So we have 6 buy ratings, 4 hold ratings, and still 0 sell ratings, which is important. Now, the average price target dropped slightly from $14.24 to now $13.49. That still represents an 82.30% upside from the current level, okay? With that, the top end of the range is unchanged at $19.20, and the bottom drops slightly from $8 to now $7.50. And so with all that said, what am I personally doing? Well, looking at the stock technicals, you can see that RSI is holding fairly steady at 43.86. Similar to the price action, it's been pretty muted. The reason being that we're waiting for a catalyst to break out of this steady zone. The fact that the price is stabilizing now means that people have started accumulating again. And that's personally where I stand. The last time we spoke, I told you that I would use this to continue to DCA and increase my Neo share count. And that's precisely what I've been doing. After taking a decent loss over the summer, I've been slowly building back up. This week, I added another 100 shares to bring my total to now 200 and dropping my average cost to $7.85. As far as I'm concerned, Neo is making all the right move, and inevitably, when this bear market ends and they turn profitable, whichever comes first, the upside here is likely to be significant. Now, remember that this was at one point a $50+ stock, right? So here's the last thing that I will say. Neo is set to turn profitable by 2025, which coincides with their targeted entry in the US market. Okay. Now, keep in mind that earlier this month, they once again reiterated that this is a goal that they could be looking to accelerate, right? At the end of the day, there will not be a better time, in my opinion, to accumulate as many shares of NEO than the coming 3 to 6 months. So I'm going to continue to stack. But on that note, that is it for me today. Keeping it short and sweet. If you found value in my content, click that like button and share with others who you think could also benefit from it. For my newcomers, subscribe, it's free. And don't forget to ring the notification bell so that you too can stay in the know. I'll be back on Sunday for my weekly video. Till then, you can keep up with me here on Twitter for crypto and NFT related news. Thank you for watching. Stay humble, hustle hard, and I'll see you in the next one.